Hi friends, I am Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, this is the perfect week for you. I am going to be talking all about what is Seint, what is 3D foundation, and the 5 steps to getting started. Kind of just the bare minimum, what you need to know if you've been curious about this makeup line. Keep watching to check it out. Be sure to like and subscribe. I do videos every Wednesday on all of my tips and tricks with everything to do with Seint, beauty, all the things. Skincare is my jam as well. So be sure to subscribe so you can see when my next video drops. And thanks for being here. Okay, friends, so I'm gonna try to make this video really short and sweet. For those of you that are not new here, I am a very type A person. I'm a former organic chemist, hence the name. And so I like to explain not just how to do things, but why, so that people can really understand and learn and remember what they're doing. Just know that you will never be lacking in information and understand why there are some better options of application and technique. I'm gonna show you methods depending on what you want, because everybody has their different personal preferences, right? So to get started, what is 3D foundation? So if you don't know, you've probably heard the word Seint going around. So Seint is a beauty company. It started with a line called 3D foundation. So what exactly is 3D foundation? It is a cream-based foundation system. We have since added so many products to the line. A little overwhelming of knowing kind of how to get started, but that is why there is an artist program to, for one, color match you so that you have the perfect shades, and to explain all of your options when you are creating a palette. So everything comes in these cute little beautiful tins. You slide them out and you can pop them into whatever compact size you want. So they're super convenient. You can easily travel with them, TSA approved. You don't even have to take them out on the conveyor belt. So there are lots of different sizes of compacts. We come out with constant new designs, all of those things. But what makes it so different is that everything, for the most part, besides eyeshadows, and we do have some other powders, everything is cream based. So it is very different than traditional foundation. We have what's called highlights. These are the ones that you would think of most closely resembling like traditional foundation colors, concealers, that kind of thing. But we use different shades in different ways depending on your skin tone, your concerns, what kind of coverage you want, all of those things. So some of them we might use for color correction purposes. Some of them we might use almost like a regular foundation. And then some of them to just brighten the skin, kind of like a concealer that gives coverage at the same time. It's called 3D foundation because you actually use contour in order to kind of give us that 3-dimensional look. So I think everyone knows what contour is by now, but that is what we put under the cheekbones, around the forehead. We can slim the nose, we can sculpt out the jawline. There are so many things we can do with contour, but it's pretty much just making sure we don't have a flat all over color on our face. We're putting back the natural shadows and dimension that our face normally has, that sometimes you can then lose if you're putting one color foundation all over your entire face, right? Combination of both highlights and contour make up the foundation. Both of them give coverage, which is very different than other lines. And so you can kind of place them where you want. They're very multi-purpose. We use both in a variety of ways, everything from contouring our lips, using the contour as lip liner, or even eyeshadow. So they're all very versatile creams as well. And then we get into fun parts like, at least my favorite, the lip and cheeks, which are all blush and lip colors. And again, some of them can even be used as eyeshadow. And then the last step is illuminators. That's where we kind of put that touch of highlight, as other makeup companies call it. But that is what has a little bit of glow, a little bit of shimmer, and can give us that lit from within look. So you can see my palette is a good 3 levels. And this is just my personal day-to-day makeup with options, because I need options, right? But you can start with really simple just 2 layers, different sizes. We even have 1 layers that I keep my eyeshadows in. There are a lot of endless options when it comes to compact design, color choices, all of those things. The main thing you need to know is that your first step is getting color matched by an artist so that they can pick the right colors for your skin tone. So a lot of those colors are personal preference, but when it comes to highlight and contour mainly, those are extremely important, because what makes this makeup different than other makeup on the market is that the colors will make a difference in the coverage and the longevity you get. It's very hard to explain, but if you are color matched or if you are picking a color that is too light for your skin tone, it actually will increase the look of texture of your skin, and it will actually wear off very quickly throughout the day. Having the correct colors is literally a game changer. I get messages every day of ones that I have recolor matched, found the proper colors, and they were like, it's life-changing. When you get the right colors, the amount of coverage you get and the amount of product you actually have to use is so very little. Like, I will use this 10 for 6 months. It takes very little. And the way I teach my clients to apply, you can get a very natural skin-like finish all the way up to full coverage. It just depends on the colors you're matched to, the brush choices, how you are using your tools, and I can teach you that. That is one of the number one reasons I'm obsessed with this makeup, is because you can use the same colors, just change up your technique, easily get natural to full coverage depending on the day, depending on what you're feeling that day and how you want your makeup to look that day. I will not lie, there is a little bit of a learning curve because it is not like traditional foundation, but as long as you have the right colors and the right tools, this makeup is super fast, convenient, and easy, and you get faster every time you apply, to where now I can do my full face in under 3 minutes. So let's go through the steps in order to get started. There's 5, okay? Number 1 is taking a selfie. And yes, it is required. There's no way you can get matched for this makeup without a natural lit, natural lighting picture, so that an artist can look at the darkest points of your face, undertones, all of those things, because this makeup works differently in the fact that there are not 100 different skin tone shades. You're not actually even going to be, in fact, these are all of the colors in our highlights, all right? So you are not matched exactly to a highlight shade. It is the combination of highlights and application and where you're placing on your face that actually are going to give you that coverage and longevity. The highlight shades are key to you loving the makeup. And I can tell you from personal experience, if you don't get a color match, most likely you will pick the wrong shades, because they don't look anything on the skin like they do in the 10. They are 30 times more pigmented than traditional foundation, and so a little goes a long way, which is awesome. You won't be able to feel them on your skin after, and you can get any kind of look that you want. But the quality of picture is key. So first up, you got to take that selfie. Okay, friends, step 1 is a good selfie, all right? I don't care if you have wet hair. I don't care if you're completely barefaced or if you want to do full eye makeup. The number one thing that is important to me is lighting, okay? Which means natural light. Now, this room has a lot of natural light, but can you tell that the windows are behind me? This is not evenly lit across my entire face. So, number one important thing is don't stand with windows next to you. I need you to face a window straight on, like you are looking outside at your grass, so that I can see your entire face, neck, and chest, because all of these matter, to make sure I can see your darkest points on your face, all you got going on. That is how I determine what colors you need. Natural light is literally key. So don't be scared to send me a natural light selfie. I see many every day. I am not looking at the mess behind you. I'm not looking at anything but your beautiful skin, just so I can make sure I get the absolute perfect colors for you. Lighting is everything. I want to see the full neck and chest. Make sure you wipe off your lens if it's dirty and smudged. It can really almost create like a shadow across your entire screen. I can tell when you have the lights above you on. Any kind of incandescent lighting, the lights above you should always be off. Actually affects highly how your skin tone looks on camera. So stand like you're facing a window. I want you to be able to see your grass or whatever else is outside. Natural light. It doesn't even matter if it's a cloudy day, but don't stand so close to the window that it will blow out the look of your skin. So I can tell when you're standing too close to the window as well. It almost makes your background look super dark and your skin looks super white, which I can tell right away it's not natural. So make sure when you take that picture, it looks true to color. Like you look at that and you're like, okay, that's what my skin tone looks like in real life. If it doesn't, keep stepping back, keep stepping a little bit forward. I'd say usually like 3 feet behind the window is about where I am right now. To me, this looks natural. If you want to take a picture of the side, if you have anything that you want me to see that you can't see from straight on, you can send me multiple pictures. I have some people that send me 10 pictures, some people that send me 1. It's completely optional. You can also send me a picture of you in your makeup, how you like to wear your makeup, but you don't necessarily have to because I ask you all those questions I need to know in my questionnaire. So clean off your lens, hold it straight out in front of you, not up here, not down here. Eye level with the camera and snap your selfie. You can smile. You don't have to be scared of selfies. I have seen over 10,000 people's selfies at this point. I promise all I'm looking at is the tones in your skin so that I can give you the best possible recommendation with our Seint creams. Okay, so once you have your selfie taken, you need to fill out my color match request. So I have the link for my color match request in the Dropbox below the video. You just hit the little arrow that opens up the full description of the video and you'll see that link. You can click on it and you can tell me every way you like to wear your makeup. So I do ask a lot of questions. Remember, I am type A. And I also customize every single match for every person to the best of my ability. So I do ask a lot because I want to know how you like to wear your makeup. It's not how I like to wear mine. It's how you like to wear yours. And if you like to wear it differently day to day, I need to know that so you can easily switch up your colors and I can match you in a way that you can get any look you want, if that makes sense. I need to know what you might want extra coverage on if you have dark circles or hyperpigmentation or redness like I do, because not all of our shades color correct in the same way. And most people need an extra color corrector if they're wanting to get more than just a very natural look. It depends on your skin tone. Fill that out, attach your photo, and then shoot that to me. That way I can get you matched. So I will send you either a text message or an email, whatever your preference is, with your match. It's usually 24 to 48 hours. You will have that in your inbox and then you can reach back out to me if you have any questions over your match. Don't be overwhelmed. You guys know I'm one of those people. I think more information is better than not enough. So I have been told both sides. That email is amazing. And oh my gosh, it's overwhelming because I'm going to give you all the information you need to know in order to make the best informed decision because this makeup line is different and colors online are deceiving. I try to give you as much as I possibly can so that then you can also take that color match and let it help you with your first application as well. So take your time, read through it, let me know if you have any questions. And then once you place your order and I see your order come through, I will put you on my email list and send you out my tips and tricks, I call it. And what it is just another in-depth email that you can use in order to help you get ready for your first application. So I try to send that out before you ever even get your makeup in the mail, so that way you can watch some videos that are linked. Again, I tell you all of my tips for your first application so that you're ready when your makeup comes. I do highly recommend watching videos more than once when it comes to applying this makeup. It's not as second nature as slapping on a liquid foundation because you control the level of coverage with these creams. And again, they're very different. They're very pigmented. I will tell you, 99% of people apply way too much when they first start out, and that's okay. But all of those tips and tricks are listed in that email I send you so that you can hopefully avoid some of those troubleshooting things that even I had to go through when I was first learning. I want you guys to be as prepared as possible so you don't have to have issues upon your first application. You're just gonna get better and better every time you apply. So you've got my tips and tricks. You've watched all the videos. That was step 3. Step 4 is setting up your palette. You get your happy mail and you can finally open those little tins. So I'm just gonna warn you, because it is summer right now, if you get them and it's 100 degrees outside and you pull out a 10 out of your box and it feels warm, because these are metal, if it feels warm, please don't open it. Sit it in the fridge, pretty side up, let it kind of cool down. These are all creams. They will melt. A cream product. If you slide it open and they're melty, then you're gonna lose product on the tin lid, and we don't wanna lose any of that precious product, right? So have a little patience, pop it in the fridge. Then when you're ready to pop them open, you can take each one out and set up your palette. Don't throw away at least one of your lids. This actually comes in handy. It's designed this way so that you can remove your creams without sticking your finger in your tins, okay? So it just pops out, okay? All of our palettes are magnetized, so you can just drop in your shades and be good to go, okay? So I'm always asked how I recommend setting up the palette for the first time. I personally would recommend doing it in order of application. And the reason why is that you can see I have 3 highlights in here because I use a color corrector, a main shade, and a brightener. And you're not gonna be able to look at these and tell which one's which. You might be able to look at mine and be like, all right, obviously this is the darkest, and then this one, and then this one. But some shades are very deceiving and it can be hard to tell the difference between the two. So if you do it in order of application, you always apply darkest to lightest. So I've got my color corrector, main shade, then I contour, then I brighten, then I set that, then I do my lip and cheek. Bronzer can go in any different order, but then I like to bronze and put my illuminator on last, okay? That is my order of application. You might be a little bit different, but most people will have a very similar order, all right? Okay, you have your palette, you have your brushes. These are the 2 I usually recommend for every beginner to start with, because you can get anything from natural to full coverage and contour and bronze and lip and cheek, everything for your full face with this. You're wanting eyeshadows as well, that's a different story. I'm just gonna go over face today. So once you have your brushes and your palette and your perfector, because the way I teach, you will not ever want to be without this. It's unlike any other, just trust me, you will want the perfector or you're gonna be troubleshooting a lot later. Okay, so I've got my tools and my palette and I'm all set up. Now it's time to have fun. So my motto is actually experiment, because the way I have learned about this makeup over the past 5 years is experimenting, listening to customer feedback, and really helping everyone troubleshoot. And I can tell you, if it wasn't for experimenting with lots of different methods, and techniques, I would have never figured out how I actually do my makeup now. It has changed a lot over the past 5 years, and teach in a way where I explain why there's pros and cons to different methods. So I'm going to show you real quick, and I'm just going to kind of talk through how I apply mine now in a very simple, straightforward way. But know that there are many techniques to this makeup, okay? The way I do it is what works for me, and I would say just know that every technique will not work for every person for a variety of reasons, but I have done videos on every method, every brush, every possible scenario that you could see with Seint's 3D foundation and even our other line, which is called Demi Colour. I've shown it all. So if there's something that you're looking for, just let me know. I can shoot you in the right direction or send you the link. I can share why it would work for you or not as well, if that is something that you're questioning. But this method is tried and true. It will work for everyone. There's just a few tips and tricks that you have to know, and it's mainly your colors, your brush choice, your perfector, and then the rest of it is just having fun, experimenting, and be willing to learn something new. Okay friends, so there you go. There's the finished look with Seint's 3D foundation. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, or check out my color match request in the drop box below the video so I can help you out. I'd be happy to be your artist and help you fall in love with your makeup routine as much as I do. I warn you, it's slightly addictive. Once you get started, I apologize. There's no other makeup on this planet that will make you look younger or more youthful and glowing than 3D foundation. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. I can honestly say I love it more now than I did 5 years ago when I started wearing it. It just gets better with time. As always, thank you guys so much for being here and watching, and I'll see you next week. Love you.